What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so obviously by the title of this video, you clicked on it. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Annie. So about a year ago, I got pregnant and I gave myself a full year to lose the baby weight, but I ended up losing it in 4 months, which was pretty awesome. So I wanted to go through just a little bit before I give you the tips on how I lost it. 3 months into my pregnancy, I had to switch up my workouts totally. Before I got pregnant, I was so active, I was in great shape, ate really healthy, but I had a bit of a scare in my 3-month mark, and I actually did a video on that before, so if you want to check that out, you can click below. And that really changed my mindset on how I worked out and what I ate. I became really into walking. Now, I toned down my workouts to where I would walk 3 miles sometimes a day. Sometimes when I was really tired, it would just be around the block, but I really wanted to tone it down. And I ended up eating really, really clean. And I did that because I was just a really nervous person at that time of being pregnant, which I think a lot of women are. Of course, I had my cheat days here and there, but by the time I gave birth, I had gained 35 pounds. Now, that was on the higher end of the healthy weight gain, so I did indulge a little bit during my pregnancy. But during that first 6 weeks, I had a really rough recovery, so I really didn't leave the couch whatsoever. But in that 6-week period, I did lose about 18 to 20 pounds, which was crazy to me. Obviously, some of that was after I gave birth. It was the baby, the placenta. You guys know the gross drill. But I did lose 20 pounds in that 6 weeks. My doctor also said that I carried a lot of extra liquid and water weight, so that could have been why too. Once I hit that 6 weeks, they did give me the all clear to work out, which I was really excited about, but let's just say I was so out of shape. Just walking was great, but I had been used to really high intensity cardio before that. So when I was able to work out, one, I could not run. That was so painful, so we decided not to go with the running route. I decided to spin. Yes, I know a lot of people are like, how did you get on a bike? It was actually more comfortable for me to do that, but I had 15 pounds to lose and I had never lost that much weight before, so I'm like, okay, I really need to switch things up of what I used to do of maintaining weight to losing weight. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna give myself about 2 to 3 weeks to get into that cardio shape. When I tell you I could only do like 15 minutes of high intensity cardio, that was like so much. I was out of breath. I could only lift 5-pound weights. I was just weak. I was at the bottom of bottom for myself. So now let's get into the tips and tricks that helped me lose that 35 pounds, which as we all know, now it was about 15 pounds. I decided that consistency was key. Now, consistency is one of my biggest tips in general when it comes to fitness. You don't have to be crazy when it comes to working out, like an hour a day, every single day. But 3 days a week, I would say to really push yourself, and 1 day a week to really step up your game and maybe push yourself past a limit that you haven't before. So I made sure that I worked out every single day. And what I'm talking about is some days it would just be walking the stroller with my daughter in it to really high intensity workouts. I loved that I chose to be kind to myself. So I want you guys out there, if you're wanting to lose weight or maybe you're in that postpartum area, that you should take your time. This is not about a rush to lose all the weight. It is about consistency though, and then you will see results. The first month, you guys, I didn't lose any weight. I was so frustrated. I felt like I was really getting back into it. And I'm like, how am I not losing weight? And my doctor said, well, your hormones haven't gone all the way down yet, so your body still kind of thinks it's pregnant. And of course, you're not gonna lose weight when you're pregnant. You're either gonna maintain your weight or gain weight. And so that's why a lot of women don't lose the weight right away. Now, consistency, biggest #1 tip. Second tip I have is 80-20. Now what I mean by that is the 80-20 diet. It is not a crash diet whatsoever. It's really a lifestyle of how I've lived for a while now. 80% of the time, you eat super clean. You eat healthy, everything you put into your body is nutritious, and you're giving your body love, basically, is what I like to say. And 20% of the time, you live life, you enjoy life, you eat what you want, because when you restrict yourself, I don't know about you, but I will go like off the Richter scale. I will binge eat whatever in sight. And I am definitely a French fry girl, and I'm definitely a candy girl. So the 80-20 diet is great for me. 80% of the time, I eat really, really healthy. Every night before bed, I have a handful of candy and it makes me so happy. And when I go to birthday parties, I eat cake. I don't want you guys to feel like you can't enjoy life to lose weight, because that is not the case. You can enjoy life, enjoy food, because I love food so much, without the guilt, because I'm tired of feeling guilty when it comes to, one, not fitting in an exercise or not eating right. You know, some days you're just tired and you're not gonna work out, and other days you're not gonna eat well because, well, maybe it's that time of the month, or you're just like, I'm craving that hamburger, I am craving that sugar. So 80-20 diet is like the best way to live. Now my next tip goes back to exercise. This is probably the #1 thing that helped me lose the most amount of weight in a short period of time. And I'm talking about HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training. I did about 3 HIIT workouts a week. I still do that. And then about 2 to 3 days a week, mostly 2 days a week, I would do cardio, where it was strictly cardio, whether it was 30 minutes on the bike or maybe a 30-minute run where I would push the stroller. That's how my workouts look even today. HIIT workouts for me are only about 15 to 30 minutes long. 30 minutes is on the like higher end when it comes to my HIIT workouts, but I love them. It hits your whole entire body. It does cardio, it does weightlifting, it uses your body weight, and that is key to losing weight, is using your own body weight. So I'm gonna post more HIIT workouts on this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram because I post some of my HIIT workouts there as well. That is how I lost majority of my weight, is that high intensity interval training. A little sidebar tip, I do not work out for hours on end. I actually can't even remember the last time I worked out for 45 minutes to an hour. Majority of my workouts are either 15, 20, or 30 minutes long. The other day, my daughter didn't really nap, and that was really frustrating. Her naps are about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you can relate to that, exercising isn't always the easiest thing to get in, but I turned on the TV, I got 10 minutes in. I always set a timer on my phone, so I know when that goes off, okay, I'm good. I did 10 minutes or I did 20 minutes, and staying consistent like that is key. So again, you do not have to be hour-long workouts, 2-hour-long workouts at the gym. Like, that is not necessary to lose weight. Staying consistent with healthy eating and staying consistent with exercise, whatever that may be, is all you need. And those are my tips on how I lost 35 pounds. If you guys have any other questions, I tried to make this video short and sweet. Leave them in the comment section down below. You can also find me on Instagram to ask me any questions. Annie Taylor News. I also post my workouts there during the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, it's a fun channel. Subscribe to it. And I will see you in the next workout.